Tonight was not our night.
I'm asking people to do all these things that I could not possibly enforce. Close your business. You have no authority to tell me to close my business. I believe if government were to now say, we just made a finding that there's a new virus and everyone should do X, Y, and Z, the amount of compliance with X, Y, and Z would be much, much lower. Why are they wearing masks? Because people do not trust the government, especially on this issue, the way they did at the beginning.
The people who don't feel safe are young women, mothers, and grandmothers around Andrew Cuomo. That's the greatest threat to public safety in New York City.
Gun safety.
Where is Andrew Cuomo right now? Why isn't he here?
So I guess that's a no.
Why isn't he here? I think we're good, thank you.
Brad Lander, floor is.
We wouldn't need more police if we didn't defund them in the first place. Why are they wearing masks?
We're going to fact check that he literally said defund the police himself when he was governor. All right.
All right,
The man,
no, we're coming around to you.
This is the third time he's literally lied about everyone.
We're coming around.
We'll get to this.
Are you saying you didn't? Are you saying?
Wear a mask, social distance.
Andrew Cuomo would not respond when had a chance about sexual. Every woman watching tonight, he was just given a chance to actually address the clear claims that were stated and ignored it.
Okay, we do have to move on because we have other candidates on stage and we want to hear about their subway safety plans. Mr. Stringer, can we please hear about your subway safety plan?
I'm absolutely qualified.
Gentlemen, listen. We
Take off the mask.
Andrew, are you saying you didn't say defund
I never supported defund the police.
Are you saying you never said defund the police?
I never supported.
Can you just answer the question?
I used the words defund the police.
Again,
I said I don't support defund the police.
You just said everyone else did that.
Mr. Mamdani.
I would stay in New York City. My plans are to address New Yorkers across the 5 boroughs and focus on that.
Tonight is his night. He deserved it.
Wow, this is just incredible. This radical Democrat, socialist Looney Tune managed to somehow defeat best Andrew Cuomo, okay, the guy who was one of the biggest criminals, one of the most scummiest people ever during the Plandemic, the guy who wanted to shut everybody down, who was the biggest dictator that I think America has probably ever known, the guy who shut people's businesses down, forced people to wear masks.
Because government had no capacity to enforce any of this. You must wear a mask. And people wore masks in New York. But if they said, I'm not wearing a mask, there was nothing I could do about it. You must close your private business. I won't. Well, there was nothing I could really do about it. It was really all voluntary, and it was extraordinary when you think about it.
Owner has since been released after being arrested last night, but his attorney tells us that the restaurant staying open was a form of protest against the state COVID regulations. Nonetheless, though, the restaurant is closed to the public.
Claimed he didn't have any enforcement mechanism for it, but locked people up for it. Killed thousands in nursing homes and lied about it. This fool, idiot, managed to lose. That's really the only saving grace here, is that Cuomo got defeated and humiliated, which he deserved. But you got this crazy lunatic Zohran coming in. This guy was a former rapper.
Go ahead, make a rap for your naughty. It's a rap. Get the guap, spin the rack on your naughty. Spin the rack. Come through, give a dab to your naughty. If you really feeling good, spin a track for your naughty. Go ahead, make a rap for your naughty. It's a rap. Get the guap, spin the rack on your naughty.
And, you know, he's a young guy. He was over here shouting down Tom Homan.
How many more New Yorkers want charged? Do you believe in the First Amendment? Do you believe in the First Amendment, Tom Homan? How many more New Yorkers want to charge that target?
Endorsed by AOC.
Supporting Zohran, and we all support Zohran because supporting Zohran is a vote for a New York for all of us. Make sure you vote early, June 14th, or you can vote on Election Day, June 24th.
It all makes sense. Like, effectively, the woke brigade is back. He's probably going to be another member of the squad. Okay, they got to recoup their members because they lost Bowman and they lost that Cori Bush lady. So they got to recoup. Okay, they got to regroup and get even more radical people up in there. And I guess they got it because this clown thinks that we need to have state-sponsored grocery stores.
Grocery prices are out of control. The cost of eggs and milk has skyrocketed. Some stores are even using dynamic pricing, jacking up the cost over the course of a day depending on what they can get away with. It doesn't need to be this way. I'm Zohran Mamdani, and as mayor, I will create a network of city-owned grocery stores. It's like a public option for produce. We will redirect city funds from corporate supermarkets to city-owned grocery stores, whose mission is lower prices, not price gouging. These stores will operate without a profit motive or having to pay property taxes or rent, and will pass on those savings to you.
Now think for a second about what we normally get from the government. I mean, think about the DMV. You know, think about our legal system. I mean, think about, hell, our school systems, our roads even. The VA, CDC, I mean, all these different government organizations. Are there some people on the upper echelon of all of these things? Sure, right? But in general, do they usually do a great, fantastic, amazing job? No. You trust the government with groceries, with your food? What's going to be safe for you, affordable for you, cost efficient for you? I mean, these people are obsessed with illegal aliens. You think they're going to prioritize the citizens over illegal aliens and, you know, whatever else woke nonsense that's politically beneficial for them? No. These people are too much of big partisan hacks for a guy like me, certainly, to ever trust them with something like what I'm going to be eating on a daily basis. I know we got FDA and environmental protection and all this stuff, but that's different than the government straight up running the store. Okay, so no, that's a big no-no for me. Then you got Eric Adams over here hiding in the corner trying to run independent.
I think the big question people have is, you've been a Democrat. You ran as a Democrat, obviously, for your first term as mayor. You recently announced you were running now as an independent. So tell me what went into that decision.
A combination of things, but the way this terrible case, I like to say bogus case, was put in place, it really collided and crashed up against the primary petition presentation.
Why are they in charge of everything? Have you ever wondered that?
Well, you know, what happens is that if you push back on that's the norm and that's what working class people want, you get demonized.
Or indicted.
Right.
For upgrading your flights.
You know, and that's exactly what you happen. So people often say, well, you know, you don't sound like a Democrat and, you know, you seem to have left the party. No, the party left me and it left working class people. And our conversations that we should be talking about are not the issues that everyday people that are in power are talking about.
But we all know that it's going to be a futile effort. You don't got Democrat behind your name. Eric Adams pretty much got nuked out of orbit when he buttered up to President Trump because he clowned New York and Joe Biden's immigration policy. He clowned the fact that there was too many people coming in. Joe Biden's policy sucks, closed the border down. Suddenly Adams gets indicted. Suddenly he starts, you know, saying, well, you know what, Trump ain't so bad. Like, I'm cool with closing the border down. And the indictment comes, and then Trump drops the charges, and they're trying to remove him from office. It was so freaking ridiculous. But we all know that this guy doesn't stand a chance running as an independent. Any Republican who's trying to run, good luck. Nobody's going to donate money to you to put up a significant fight. It's lost. New York is lost, guys. Yeah, shout out to Cuomo getting defeated. That's glorious, because I cannot stand that guy. I'm trying not to have my heart, my spirit go into the hatred realm, because we try to keep it clean over on the Black Anomaly Rising channel. We try to keep any actual, real hatred to a minimum, because I think it's just not good for our spirits. We don't want to become radical leftists and start blowing cars up and just being deranged lunatics and shaving all our hair off and just going crazy. We don't want to go nuts like those people, but I'm really freaking pissed at Cuomo because he killed thousands out of his stubbornness and foolishness and hubris. This guy's pride got thousands killed. That's somebody's mama, somebody's grandmama, somebody's great-grandmama, somebody's daddy, great-granddaddy, all of that dead because of this idiot. So I'm glad he lost. This guy doesn't deserve to ever hold office again. But New York City might be doomed with this Zohran dude in place too. It's like, man, where y'all good people at? Eric Adams might have been y'all last hope, and he wasn't that great, but I think he's going to do better than either of those clowns would have. But these are just my thoughts, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate you watching the Black Anomaly Rising channel. I'm out.
In 2017, Zohran Mamdani released a rap track that praised 5 convicted Hamas funders known as the Holy Land Five. Now he wants to run New York. Mamdani says, look him up. So we did. These 5 men were convicted of funneling over $12 million to Hamas, a U.S. designated terrorist organization responsible for the murder, rape, and kidnapping of civilians, including Americans. Mamdani sent his love to convicted Hamas funders. Let that sink in.